Hey everybody, how the heck are you? I'm Fastidious and welcome to my channel. It is day 85 in the free-to-play series and we're going to get into some more Doom Tower today. So yesterday, pretty well received, I had the Scarab King video, floor 100 in the normal Doom Tower. Tricky. Little did I know, the boss that I thought would be the easiest, the Magma Dragon, the third Magma Dragon that we're going to show off today, I did beat it, but floor 110 was almost impossible. It took me 2 hours of work. It was crazy. And I've got, I think, some interesting thoughts and a little breakdown of how the specific boss works. So check that out, guys. But for now, let's hop on in.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
Here we go, guys. It is day 85 in the free-to-play series. So yesterday, my day 84 video, I tackled the Scarab King. Kind of was a different kind of video. You guys seem to like it. Free to Doom Tower, free to DT. I thought the Scarab King was as hard as it was going to get in the normal Doom Tower. Floor 100, the third Scarab King we faced, getting tricky. Believe it or not, the next boss, I actually just beat him. It was harder. And for anyone that's doing the Doom Tower, you know that was the Magma Dragon. No, not this Magma Dragon on floor 80. The floor 110 Magma Dragon. Floor 80, we farm with silver keys. I've done 9 of them already. We farm with silver keys, floor 80 Magma Dragon in a minute. So I was like, how hard could this be? I'll put the clip up right now. I'll talk while you guys watch. It took so freaking long. I had to manual the whole thing. It was so difficult. So as you watch this, you watch the battle finish out. I'll just tell you what's going to come. I'm going to start another one. I'm not going to do the whole 15-minute plus battle, but I'm going to explain why this took so long, and why it might be really hard, like it was for me, for some of you, and why for some of you it might be really, really easy. So basically the Magma Dragon, the way some other bosses, right, can kind of be a gear check, especially in the artifact dungeons, you know, the normal dungeons we do. In the Doom Tower, a lot of times it's a champion check. And by that I mean is, like, what is the breadth, what is the diversity within your roster of champions? So, for something like the Nether Spider, it's like saying, do you have a big nuker that can one-shot the Spiderlings? Do you have then a cleanser or two to cleanse off all the poisons, the poison sensitivity debuffs? Something like the Scarab King that we saw yesterday, that's saying, hey, you know, do you have a resist aura lead? But for sure, do you have some shield champions? Do you have a decreased max HP champion? And then there's a bit of a gear check. Do you have some destroy gear? You know, it's kind of this. The Magma Dragon, I never thought of it that much of being a check on your account. But that's because my experience with it had only been the lower level Magma Dragon on this account, the YT account, and then on my free-to-play account, my main account, I've never had any issue. I've had Seeker since like day 35, so he has a provoke 35% chance when booked on his A1. So Seeker's just throwing out provokes left, right, and center, and I didn't realize how important that provoke was. I never had to look at how the Magma Dragon works. But oh my god, is it super important to have a provoke? And if you don't, you really need decreased attacks. So we had to bring Husk, the only provoke champion on my entire account, except for the dupe Gnarlhorn I finally just pulled. Where is he? He's all the way down here. I am going to bring him to 50 during this champ training. At least I hope so. He would be a good choice. I did book him out for this for the CVC, excuse me, the Clan vs. Clan tournament. And you guys would be surprised. Maybe the single easiest champion to book in the game. I would love, if you guys are like, you know, raid aficionados, you think you know more than me, I would love to know, is there an easier champ, rare or higher, to book in the whole game? He's rare, so he takes rare books. How many do you think he takes? My mind was blown. 4, 5, 7 rare books. That's all this guy takes. You can book him like 3 days of hunting for rare books for tournaments and events, maybe a week. He's the easiest champion to book ever. He's so worth it. He's got the unkillable on a 3-turn cooldown, and then the AoE provoke, and puts a small version of increased defense on himself. But this AoE provoke, basically, if we get him going really fast, he's a good, actually the bad affinity for Magma Dragon. However, this doesn't hit, so this is a non-contact move, so it just places the provoke debuff, so he can't weak hit on it. So he will place it. We'll just make him tanky, get him super fast. I think he'd be a better option than Husk, at least until Husk is booked. However, he's level 16, 3 stars, and we need Husk. He's the only real provoke champion on the account. It's on his A1. When you book this out, he becomes a stellar provoke champion, even better than Seeker, actually, a double hitter with a 40% chance. Actually, let me quickly just check with Seeker. I'm thinking in my head it's 35, but I would hate to be wrong and get roasted in the comments. Where are you, Seeker? Okay, so I am wrong. Just something in me was like, hey, maybe you're wrong, dude. So I am wrong. It's 50-50, but on a double hitter. So you got a really nice chance to hit with Seeker. That's going to come out to a 70% chance. 75% chance, excuse me. There's a 50% chance you don't hit, and then another 50% chance you don't hit. But yeah, 50%. So he's slightly better, but 40% on Husk is pretty cool and booked. However, unbooked, like he is right now, not a single book on him, we're looking at some pretty rough numbers. We're looking at 20% chance, and he's the only guy who has any chance of landing the provoke. So without the provoke, we get a lot of chances, as you're going to see in a second, to land the A2 and the A3, or to be hit by the A2 and the A3 from the Magma Dragon, which are big AoE hits that can really hurt your team. So the only way I can survive that was with decreased attack. However, I only have one decreased attack champion that's viable at all for this account. That's Coffin Smasher. Well, you're saying, hey, Coffin Smasher, it's great. Just throw it on auto. You'll get decreased attack all the time. 30% chance when booked. He is booked, triple hitter. He's going to be going off all the time. He's only got an A2, so this will be cycling up like every 2 or 3 turns, right? No, I can't do him on auto because his A2 is a 75% chance of landing HP burn. As you'll see, when the Magma Dragon's hit with HP burn, he's just turning him instantly. He turns it into a continuous heal, making him really, really hard to kill. So I cannot run this on auto. I need to basically be manualing to use the A1 on both these champions, Coffin Smasher, to keep both the decreased attack up as much as possible, but also make sure he never uses HP burn. And then also I need Husk here. I need him to be landing provoke, so I can't really use his enemy max HP A2 or the HP base H3. I just need provoke, provoke, provoke. Then you're thinking, well, that shouldn't be too hard, but I need a lot of support. Well, first let's talk debuffer. I need Deacon. I need the decreased defense. It's the only way we'll take this guy down in less than 20 minutes. And yeah, so I need him. He's hard to keep alive. I need support for all these guys. We got a level 50, a 5-star in here. So how am I going to do it? Well, Claude works. However, my top choice would be Brogni. I can't do Brogni because even if I manual it, I don't have the cooldowns here. I am going to have to use the A1. This has a 50% chance. I think I've got Sniper on him too, so 55% chance to land the HP burn. We can't afford using him with getting that HP burn, so I have to go Apothecary. This is a tough fight, guys. Believe it or not, this is the hardest. This was the most attempts. This took me like 10 attempts. Very hard. I'll just show you the very beginning. And yeah, we can have a chat while we do these waves. It doesn't matter having my cooldown set because the most important champions for this thing to work are Husk and our Coffin Smasher, and I just need to use their A1s, so cooldowns don't matter. So we'll let this run. I will say, though, I'm not really going to show much of Ruel the Huntmaster today. However, this fusion, I can officially say, is the easiest fusion I've ever done. So shouts out to Polarium. Honestly, I respect it. I think they must have consciously done this, because this is actively easier than Yoshi. For sure, it's easier than Ashtalon, and it's around the same difficulty as Iron Brago, but I would say it's probably even a little bit easier. And yeah, I'm just kind of blown away because Brogni was so brutally impossible. The fact that Ruel the Huntmaster, so this is like a happy rant. I'm ranting, but with positive stuff. I'm impressed by the company. I think they must have sat down and said, hey, we really kicked their tush on that last one. How about we ease up a bit and kind of throw him a bone? And that's at least what it felt. I mean, anyone that's been watching a lot, I was planning on skipping. This fusion. I don't want Ruel the Huntmaster, to be honest. I don't see a big use for him. Maybe, I'm sure I'll throw him into Faction Wars on both my accounts. But, as a free-to-play, why waste the resources? However, once I saw the events, once I got the easy Dragon Tournament group on this, it was just too easy to pass up. And I will say, it's not just because of the Dragon Tournament. You guys are going to see, I'm going to almost certainly get more than 100 fragments. I'll make a little push for the Summon Rush, because why not? Streaming my shard pulls is fun. Let's turn this off so I can show you. But just to finish up my thought, I was pleasantly surprised. It worked out well. So shouts out to Polarium. You guys did a good job. I doubt any of them are watching, but if you are, well played. But yeah, we're gonna, for sure, tomorrow's video, you will see, I won't fuse him because of course, he's a fragment fusion that will stay in my summoning portal forever. I'm gonna wait till there's a champ chase, probably the next fusion, when I need those 500 points. However, he's gonna be done, and you'll see it in tomorrow's video. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at how easy it was. Pretty dang easy. So there we got a Relentless proc. So basically, all I do, this is gonna be short, I'm not gonna do the whole fight, like I said. Every time it comes around, we got to get that decreased attack up. You see there, we didn't get it. Here, it could be nice. Oh, let's do the big hitter from Husk. We got a little crit and crit damage in him. It'd be nice. Now, I got to hope to land the provoke, and I don't. Most of the time, I don't. 20% on each hit. So it's only landing, what? That's 1 minus 80% times 80%. What's 80% of 80? Let me do some quick math. So it's 64, right? Yeah, so 1 minus 64. So it's only landing 36% of the time, and it definitely feels like less than that. It's rough out here. And look here, we get weak hits all the time. We didn't get one there, so we did land the decreased defense. But now I'll just quickly show you the way this guy works, because I think if a lot of you are like me and you have good champs, like on my main account, I have very good champs for the Magma Dragon. And I also did the Iron Brago fusion, so I have two great provoke champions in Seeker and Iron Brago. I always get this guy provoked. However, if you're in a tricky situation like this, you'll see. His kit's kind of crazy. So let's go with the passive first, where I was talking about all the little things that can go on. First off, he will place a Hex debuff on an enemy whenever they remove a Hex debuff from themselves or an ally. So you can't cleanse those off. That's not really an issue if he's not placing the Hex debuffs, because he places the Hex debuff here with the A3. But if he's not provoked, he's going to use the A3. So you need those provokes. Then he ignores block damage, shield, unkillable on targets under and 100% of defense. Wow, I didn't even know about that part. When a target's under Hex. So if your target's under Hex, they're so vulnerable. And then finally, he'll remove any HP burns that you place on him, that you place on Koldath. I didn't even know his name was Koldath. Shouts out to Koldath. And he turns into continuous heal. So if I use the A2 with Coffin Smasher, if I brought Brogni in when he was using his A1, we would just let him heal. It's not feasible. Then here he's got the standard invisibility, blah, blah, blah things. All the bosses have this. So the A3, it's a big hitter AoE. It places a long-lasting 3 turns of HP burn and seals a bit of turn meter if they're already under HP burn, and then also places a Hex. Can't be resisted or blocked. The A2, this is the one that smacks Overburn. AoE, and it instantly activates all the HP burns on each target, so everyone's just burning up for you, baby Jonas Brothers. And then, yeah, it hits really hard. And all this stuff you see is based off of attack, so you got to get that attack down. And then the A1, he specifically prioritizes targeting people under the Hex buffs. So right now, he'd be going for our Husk, which is tricky. We need Husk alive, right? So it becomes a really hard fight. It took me multiple attempts if you don't have the right champions. But if you provoke him, it's only this. But no one will ever be under the Hex debuff if he's provoked, because he'll never use the A3. And if no one's under a Hex debuff, then there's no targeting of those people, and for sure there's no ignore block damage, shield, unkillable, and 100% of the defense, right? All right, I think I explained that thoroughly. So here you go. Who am I going to heal? He's going to come with the A2 next unless we provoke him, but if we can land the provoke, it's going to be Husk. So we're going to hope we land it with Husk. We did get another Relentless proc. Yeah, we just got to keep this all going. We need the shields from Brogni so badly, but you see how rough this is to start, because I didn't land the decreased accuracy, so this is just, you got to start over. We got to hope we land the taunt there. We didn't, the provoke. And look, this is, maybe I can actually do the whole battle, because this is going to be a loss. It's so hard. So what's there to do? He's going to come in with this. We have 3 HP burns up. He's going to instantly activate them. The whole team's going to get set on fire. You'll see, this is so rough. So I guess we'll heal up Claude. And look at that, just like that, 3 people die already. Just because we had such a rough start with the RNG. We had 2 chances with Husk to land the provokes, did not happen. We had 2 chances with the, with the Coffin Smash to land decreased attack, did not happen. So this was a stupid hard fight. Yeah, so something new I learned today. The hardest boss really depends on what champions you have. To me, that was obvious when it came to like the Nether Spider and the Scarab King, because that's always been the hardest for me. I never knew the Magma Dragon could be so tricky. And like I said, you saw it took well over 15 minutes. You guys know the exact time from when you saw the little clip that I'm not watching right now. But it took forever. You'll see we have 4 more keys I can still use, so I'll be able to get all the way to 1, 2, 3, 4 right before the energy, and then for sure I can beat the Frost Spider. 3 different sources of HP burn between Coffin Smasher, Yoshi, and Brogni. This will be easy peasy, and then I'll have a Void Shard. Why not? And we'll have beaten the normal Doom Tower in 87 days. 86 and a half days. It'd be pretty cool. I guess it's more like 86 days. It's really cool. Quite happy about it. Cool. So let's just hop in the arena and let's wrap this bad boy up. So they did the arena fix. Every content creator and their mothers made a video about it. I'm not going to do it. I've also noticed no change. The only change I've noticed is on my main account, they're not letting my defense lose, at least from what I can tell. On my main account, I've got a good tanky team. I run it on defense and offense. Seeker lead, Claude, my boy Claude, same as here, Claude Beast Feeder, Hack 1 Smash Lord for big heals, big cleanse, and then Iron Braga, real tanky, tons of defense, like 5,400 defense, and then he's a hard hitter, a lot of crit rate, crit damage. But it's not an amazing defense. That defense carried me to platinum. With these new changes, I don't know. But I mean, I've done that for the past couple weeks. I can touch platinum. I could never place there, but I make it to platinum. Pretty cool, free to play. If you guys want to see videos of that, I can show you. However, I can't be up that high right now because I have the arena tournament going on and I need wins. And that high, it's really hard to find wins. So I made a one-man defense. I did it yesterday, I did it today for hours, and I'm not losing. I even have wins with a one-man seeker defense. Something's wrong where they're giving you gift auto wins or something like that, blah, blah. I've noticed this on and off for weeks, honestly over a month now, but it seems extremely exacerbated since whatever change they made. Let me know if you guys have seen this. I mean, I guess it's a good problem to have that I can't get out of gold 4, but I really would love to be in high gold 3 right now to get easier wins because it's really, really rough out there. All right, that's not the account we're talking about. We're talking about this one. I've seen no difference. If we look at these, I mean, 4 legendaries with Valkyrie. I mean, this might be doable. Look, 2 amazing defense champions in Lysandra. It's really rough here. Rhodos, not many changes that I've seen. Granted, they said the changes would be less significant in the higher silver tiers, and obviously we're in the highest one in silver 4, but so be it. I don't know. Let's try maybe the Ceres team, I guess. I don't know. If they're really fast, we're going to be in trouble. I hate facing Ceres teams because she actually leads with the A2 and can steal my shields, which then can fear my guys and then give them block debuffs. Oh, look at that. She landed 3 fears, which is just ridiculous. So this is going to be like an insta-loss. It's a waste there, but we need to increase attack. We didn't get poofed, which is nice. I'm not going to waste that because they all blocked debuffs up because she stole from me. Naughty, naughty. Hopefully we can get our shields up. All right, so we got lucky with all this stuff. Let's get a big hitter. We might still, I think we probably will still pull this off. We will, actually. But it's really tricky against Ceres. Very, very tricky. Yoshi's random hitter will never not bother me. It drives me absolutely mental. For anyone who doesn't know, I've talked about it 1,000 times, but Yoshi's A2 is the only move that I know of in the game. If you guys know something else, let me know. That when it says hits to random whatever, it actually is random. Because normally what it'll be is you target whatever you click, 1 hit will go there, and then the next 1 or 2 or 3 hits, whatever it is, will be random. So Cold Heart with her 4 random hits, right? The first one you can aim, the next 3 are random. Apothecary with his 3 random hits. The first one you aim, the next 2 are random. Here, 2 hits. Both of these are random. So I could click Ceres, they could both hit Seeker. But we're going to use the A1 here. Let's kill Ceres. We stunned her at least. I can throw this on auto. This is a win. We'll just do the 1 battle and wrap up. Guys, thanks a lot for watching. Let me know again, do you like the extended Doom Tower talk? I think it's pretty cool that we're going to have beaten Doom Tower day 86, 87 on the free-to-play account. And I think I have good champions, but I think the only real difference maker I got actually wasn't a pull. It was that I did the Brogni fusion. That kind of accelerated my progress in the Doom Tower. That resistance lead, that resistance aura is immense. You know, guys, it's free to play. It's free to click. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. We're already nearly at 550 subscribers, so just marching towards 1,000. And maybe we'll get there sooner rather than later. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
Fastidious.